So, we're to the final video of the course, and for anyone wondering why we didn't pick a example and go inside Amazon and, optimize it within Seller Central and things like that, there's a few reasons, but the main one is because the easiest way to do this process nowadays is to take everything we've learned, utilize, custom GPTs, utilize Cerebro, utilize alphabet soup method, utilize USPs, benefit-driven imagery, and get to a point where we can all do that automated. Now, I'm going to explain this using this tool that we've built. You can use any tool. This is just a little bit more custom designed for Amazon best practices. Now, you have free access to this tool. Feel free to use whatever you want though. So, like I mentioned at the start, all you need to do is hit start and it'll give you the instructions. Now, the URL for this tool will be in the description. Just had to go add that before I forget. And here's what you need. Okay. So keywords. Please share a list of primary and secondary keywords for your product. If you don't have a prepared list, we can work on creating one together. We're going to have a prepared list. Okay. So we're going to say keywords copied below all questions. Okay. Product introduction. Give me some details about your product, including what makes it unique. This is the USPs. Okay. So our USPs, or let's say our product, obviously we're going to go with the plant climber example, right? So our product is a plant climber designed specifically to have 3 key USPs. And now what we're going to do, I'm just going to copy our 3 key USPs, but we're also stackable, clear, whatever this thing is. Okay. But we're also going to say our primary niche keywords or niche long tail keywords are, and then we're going to copy the ones that we found previously. Okay. So now we've got our keywords. Took a second to go and get them. We can add them in. Okay. So you don't need to worry about formatting in there. Okay. Or spelling, but it's just annoying to do that. Okay, so then we go down, look here, third one, brand introduction. Now, we can do this in segments as well. You don't have to do this all at once, but brand introduction. Let's say our brand is called, no idea. Let's have a look what this, that's rubbish. Okay. So it can just be called anything. Also pesto. Okay. Now, what we'd want to also say is this brand is brand new. So there's no previous products on Amazon, and we have no brand recognition. Now, if you do, I'm going to say record. If you do, then you would talk about that here. Okay. So this is why we added the scale up on a scale from low to high importance. So, so brand is low importance to us here. Okay. Then we got the fourth competitor information. So if possible, share information about your top 2 ranking competitors on Amazon. Now I'm just going to include one. So I'm going to say below is scraped data based on the top ranking competitor on Amazon. Okay. I'm actually going to put some keywords in here as well. Keywords copied. I'm going to just say keywords copied below. Keyword ideas, maybe. And then for these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Cerebro. I'm going to get rid of our one here. I'm going to say ones that they're a bit more optimized for. Search volume 50 plus. I'm going to hit apply. Going to see 67, or is that 167? Can't see, just 67. I'm going to export these, copy to clipboard, and I'm going to post them in here. Then that's fine. That looks good to me. You can see it's a little bit like tricky to work in this, but it does work fine. Then we've got our secondary part. We've got our Mosso Pesto brand. Actually, this is, I'm going to just call it Plant Pesto. That sounds a bit cooler. And then below is the scrape data. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say title, and I'm going to copy this guy's title. One thing you would probably want to do, okay, that didn't copy correctly. Okay, there we go. One thing you'd probably want to do is also say here, in the USPs section, you would also want to talk about your size, okay? So I would say our moss pool / plant climbers are, and then you would just say your exact size, right? Just so you don't have to come back and do it later. So this person has said they're 55 inch. Let's just say we are 60 inches. So you, okay? And then you would also say if there's a pack of 4 or whatever, set of 4, let's just say we also have a set of 4. Set of, let's say 6. Let's say we go like higher price point, bigger element. Okay. So then we've got all our keywords, we've got all of this information. We'll copy across these bullet points. Go down here. And then we can hit go. Okay. So this will take a second and then it'll spit out our key information. Okay. Now you can see the bullet point is always capitalized just because we want to make sure that we review this. But we have our optimized listing in place. So now copy across each part. I'm just going to put this here. So I'm going to say title. Okay. Then copy across our bullet points. Description is obviously there. Bullet points. Copy those. And then description. Hey, can't type now. Oh, there's a mic in the way. Description. We can close this, we can close this, and then copy our description. And then we need to get our backend keywords, and then we can obviously ignore this. That's just the end part. Copy all of this. Okay. So then what you want to do is you want to go through it, obviously, and just make sure all the information is correct. So clear, stackable, whatever this word is, moss balls for plants. Pretty much the perfect opening line based on everything we've learned in this course. 60 inch plant climber set of 6. Now they've also switched back to plant climber and they've integrated the correct details. So 60 inch as we gave it, and set of 6 instead of 4. You know, if we wanted to go back to 4, pretty easy to do. Then they've utilized transparent, which we didn't even come up with, but people will also search for instead of clear. Then they've talked about plant support, because how we've coded this, or how we've kind of trained this, is to try not to repeat terms where possible. And then we've got for Monstera and climbing plants. Now, I probably would actually add maybe like Swiss cheese plant and other plants here, but we can get that more if we want to in the future. So crystal clear design, yada, yada, yada. Not gonna read all this, but you can see stackable and customizable, premium, this thing, versatile and durable. I would probably add like a strong and durable, and complete set. Includes yada, yada, yada. Each one perfect for rope secure attachment. Everything you need for healthy upward plant growth. Description. This will be a bit more keyword focused heavy, because that's how we've coded it. So you can even have like different elements here. So you can see ideal for this plant, this plant, this plant, and other climbing plants, yada, 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 stackable design, vertical growth, another secondary keyword, and then our backend search terms in the format that I talked about before with the individual keywords and no commas or format. Perfectly optimized listing in, what, 7 minutes or so? Based on our 3 core USB hyper niche golden rules. Hopefully that shows you the power of this. And then let's say you didn't like this for whatever reason, right? What you could do is you could say, that's great, but could we integrate a few more keywords where possible based on the below list without losing the current optimization for the existing title, bullet points, description. So only adding, yeah. So we want even more, right? Let's say focusing on longer tail, secondary niche keywords, because obviously this is a brand new listing. And then we can go over to our original one. We can copy all these. This might be a bit too big actually, but where possible, we can integrate all of these back into it. Okay, so let's see if this goes in. Only goes down to W just because of how the character limit of this, but we can integrate this in and we can see how it's changed. So this is actually even better, right? Because we've added in this extra keyword, which seems like nothing, but we've added it in. We haven't taken anything out, right? Then we've got this. We can see unobstructed, perfect for indoor plant care, aesthetic plant trellis needs. Again, even better than what we had before, right? Let's just see. Yeah, so it's even better now. So you can see that if we do it in 2 segments, it does work kind of better as well. Back in search terms, again, it's pretty generic. Keywords, description, again, it's going to be hyper optimized. Let's have a look if there's any more bullet point changes. That one's pretty much the same. Aerial root growth. That sounds kind of new. Nope, that was in there already. Made from sturdy clear plastic. These moss poles are resistant to rust and rot. UV resistant and weather resistant. Interesting. So they've rephrased that more for those keywords. So that's actually kind of cool. Quite like that. Perfect for balcony gardening and urban farming. Didn't say that at all previously. Then we'll have a look. Vine management. Again, we've got another secondary keyword in there. Plus plant ties and ropes for secure attachment. All really good, right? That's basically how you do this. I hope you find this tool useful. I wanted to give you something that you could literally use straight away and have like a perfectly optimized listing and just review it. Always review it, obviously. It's going to be tough to add, but you can also add creativity. So you can say, that's great. Could you add more of a function? So based on the existing keywords, could you add more of a emphasis on the lightweight elements throughout? And then you'd get another rewrite of the other ones. Now, there are limits to this tool, but you can see that now it's putting lightweight at the start. So if we had one of our USPs of being lightweight, it'll integrate that more effectively. Now, I don't love this one as much, but you can see that's the idea. Hopefully you find this useful. I really hope you like the tool. Any questions you have, just let me know. You'll need a special code to use this tool most likely, because this is a paid option. But yeah, any questions, let me know.